Hello, welcome everybody. Sorry, just moved my camera a little bit. I gotta go to my YouTube page so I can see your guys' chats. Mhm. Okay. There it is. I'm sorry if you hear any dogs or anybody, anything like that that'll be barking. Um, I have two dogs and we live in the country, but sometimes when a car or someone does some work outside, the neighbors, I hear they think that, they gotta bark. I'm gonna shut my door while I'm waiting for some more people to get here. Okay, welcome. If you're here, leave a comment and you will have a chance at winning this card. I'm I've had a very busy last few days. On Saturday, well, actually it was Friday, my husband's family from Ohio came and visited, and they just left this Wednesday. So it's been a very busy, busy week and for me. So it was very nice though to see them. So this is the card we're gonna make. Um, I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know what they call them, but it's like a little fun fold card. And I just thought it would be fun to show you guys how I made this card. So let's get started. Let's not wait any longer. But I want to tell you a couple things. First, if you order any product from me in the month of May, you will receive this slimline card tutorial bundle from the Creative Cardiology team. So if you'd like to order something, get a hold of me. It's to do with weddings and graduations and maybe a just for you type of card, but these are a lot of fun. Hi, Diane. Glad you could join. Welcome. I know I've missed a couple and I've missed everybody not being here, so I'm glad to be back. The bundle that we're going to use is on page 31 of the new catalog, and it's called the Sweet Songbirds bundle, and it's right here. We're going to use the stamps and the dies. I love this bundle. I love this cute little set anyways. Okay. I rearranged my room, and when I rearranged my room, I misplaced my piercing mat. So I'm using this little foam mat, which I hope will work, and a cardboard thing from the paper pumpkin kit. So we will see how this will all go stamping. So you need a piece of, you need a piece of, this is Pool Party, and you need a piece that is an 11 by 4.5. And I'm going to bring out my cutting board here. And we are going to do some scoring. Hopefully I can get you in the camera. If I can't, I will. Okay, so we got to score at, open up the little arm here. We got to score it at 5.5 is the first score mark. So we're going to score it down at 5.5. And then we're going to scooch it over to 6.5. And we're going to score it. And then we're going to take the tip of this score line and we're going to leave it right on this mark. And we're going to take the very point of this score, of this end of the card. Let me get it up here. Maybe you'll see it better. Is it in the camera better? Yeah. So I just scored right here at the 6.5. You're going to take the top and you're going to put it right on the cut line. And then you're going to take the point to the end of the card and you're going to put that on the cut line, and we are going to score right there at a diagonal. Okay, that's all the scoring we have to do. Let's get this out of the way. And then we're going to score on the score lines here, back and forth. Let me find my bone folder. And that's on the middle one. And then on this one here, we're just going to score it up like that. Give it a good score. And then with this one right here, we're going to score it down. So we're going to score it down like that, and we're going to give it a score. So it's going to end up sitting up like this when they open it, but you can mail it flat, and then they can open it, and we're going to have it sitting up. So let's get to creating. So what I did for my pieces, I used the DSP paper called, it's from the Huge of Happiness DSP paper. It's the one with the flowers that I absolutely love. I love this whole bundle. I almost used this bundle again to put flowers up here on our card instead of the bird. But I'm like, I've been using those flowers and stuff so much. I'm like, I got to try to use another stamp set. So I brought in the birds, a song of bird happiness here. So then what I did was I cut a piece, because this is 1 inch in between here. And so I cut this piece down to 3/4 by 4. And I'm going to put that piece right here. I'm just going to kind of center it in the center. And this is the other side of this paper. This one's got purple on it, but the other one I used, which is the same flowers, had the blue with it. You never know where you're going to get, but... And then what you need to do is you need to cut a piece of DSP paper, and one is 4 1/4 by 4. Okay, so it's 4 1/4 by 4. You want to make sure when you put it down here that you're getting the right angle. So on the longer one, on the 4 1/4 inch side one, you're going to take this and you're going to bring it over to your cutter, and you're going to put it in point to point, just like this, because this piece is 4 by 4 1/4, which is a little bit smaller than your opening here. And then we're going to put one piece here on this, and then one piece here like this. So we can go ahead and do that. Hello. Is it Tiffany gal? I can't, but hello, welcome. I'm glad you could join me. Maybe it's the thing is a little bit far from me, but I'm glad you could join me. Like I said, if you're new or just jumping in, leave a comment. I don't always look up and see all the time because it's hard for me to look in. I try to stop and look. Sometimes I get right into my project and then I just don't think about it. And then we're going to put some tape here. And then we'll put this right down here. Yep, so now we got this down. Now we're going to go and we're going to seal this up. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive, but I don't want this little flap to pick up. So just along here, I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue. You could use all of liquid glue, but I don't know. I just did that. That's what I did when I did my other one. And then we're going to attach this down just like this. Then we have a piece of Whisper White, which is the same size as our front panel here, which was 4 by 4 1/4. And now we're going to get to some stamping. So we could set this aside, get our card back in here, our original card. And we're going to do some stamping. So we'll stamp on this one first. I'm going to take the leaf, or the branch, I should say, and I'm taking crumb cake ink, and I'm going to stamp this. And I didn't know if I opened the whole thing for you. When the whole thing is opened, I kind of got some different branches in there. So we're going to open this up, and I'm going to stamp off like kind of in this corner like this, like that. And then I kind of stamped right around here somewhere. And then I brought one in coming from in this direction. So that if they did have the card all the way open, I know you don't see it when it's sitting up, but it is kind of cute. And then we could put this color away for a minute. And then we're going to get out the Granny Apple Green, and we're going to stamp the leaves. And I'm going to just line these up like this. And right there. And I have another one I'll put right here. Just like that. And this all lightens up as ink absorbs into the paper. If it looks dark to you ever when you're stamping, just so you know, it does do that. And while I have this right here, I'm going to stamp the inside of where the greeting's going to go. And it says, "It's your special day." Because on the outside, I have "A little birdie told me." And I'm stamping this right above this branch, because when it opens and when you have it sitting up, it says, "A little birdie told me it's your special day." So we got that. So this can actually go on the inside of our card. So we will attach that down. Okay. Open it up. Put this right here, just like that. We'll put that out of the way for a minute. And now we need to bring in a scrap piece here. And I went ahead and I punched out. You can either use the circle dies or you can use a punch. I happen to have the old 2.5-inch circle punch, so I'm going to use that. But they do have this size in the circle dies also. So I'm going to use this one. And then we're also going to use some scraps out of here. So I'm going to take Smoky, well, I must have put it back. Soft suede, first of all. Thought I left it out here. So I'm going to take some soft suede, and I'm taking the nest that's in that stamp set. And I'm going to stamp it right here. And I'm going to end up cutting that out, because there's no punch for that. And then I'm going to take the new Starry Sky blue, the new in color. I love this blue. And I'm going to take the bird. Now, any of the, like this blue and the reds, usually dye your stamps. It's okay. They're perfectly fine. And I'm going to stamp this bird right here. Let it absorb into the paper a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to take the wing also of the bird, and I'm going to stamp that one right here. Oop. And the good thing about clear, I might be able to catch it. And I did. Okay. And that's all the stamping I have on this right now. I'm going to take and stamp in the in the black, sorry, on this piece of paper. I'm going to stamp "A little birdie told me." And are you guys seeing this? Am I off the camera? I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it closer. I'm sorry about that. And I'm going to stamp this right there. I should have pushed it out a little bit more for you guys. I must have it zoomed in a little too much. The one thing about doing lives, I look up, but then I'm like, oh, I looked up too late. Okay. Well, Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this piece down. We're going to use the punch first, and I'm going to punch out. Can I punch the birdie without screwing up the little, I think I have to punch the little guy. Well, you know what? We're going to do this just to be on the safe side. We're going to stick this in here. Of course, I got a small piece. I wasn't thinking. We'll make it work. Post-it note. Okay, there we go. We got it in there. Punch it out. Because I just needed certain parts of it. And then let's see, I might have to trim this to angle this in here where I want it to go. Because I want this to line up just so. There we go. I'm going to give it a good look at myself. There we go. Punch it out. Okay. So that's all we need from the punch. Well, we need one more piece, the mouth, or the little nose, but we'll get that. I just cut around this kind of like this. You could have stamped this on crumb cake because I am going to sponge over this on crumb cake, but I decided just to do it this way. I don't know what happened to my chat here. Live chat. Oh, okay. It's back. All right, let's get rid of some of these pieces. Okay. We'll cut that down in a minute. And then we'll punch out while we're right here, as long as I don't lose it, the little nose. It looks like a heart. There we go. Alrighty. So we'll put those parts over there. And then we're going to bring in this, the circle, if I could talk. And then we're going to use the crumb cake again. And way down at the bottom, it's almost like right to the bottom, but I left a little bit of white just so you could tell that. And I'm putting the branch across there. And then up here, not that you see most of it, or any of it really, I'm putting that branch. And then I'm going to bring in, I'm going to need that again. I'm going to bring the Granny Apple Green back in. And I'm going to stamp on here. I'm going to stamp right here. I'm going to line these two up like that. And then I just randomly start stamping some leaves around the outside to make it look like he's more in a tree. There we go. So I did that. And then I'm going to take the crumb cake, I have a little crumb cake dabber. And I'm just going to dab this up, and I am just going to cover this whole thing with this crumb cake and the dauber. So this is where you could have stamped this right on crumb cake paper and then just cut it out. But I don't know, I like the different textures. They both look good, but this one was one that I liked. And then we are going to put this together, and then I'll add my blue around the outside of it. So what I did was I took my tweezers here and this little beak, which is very tiny, my glue, which is over here. I'm going to add a little bit of, tiny bit, if it wants to come out now. No, it don't. Okay. I'm going to squeeze it over here because if I squeeze too hard, I know it won't come out at all, and then I'll have a big mess. Oh, and they, oh, see, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. Oh, Lord. We're not going to use this beak because I can't even get it off the, okay. We're going to get a new beak. I knew that would happen to me. And now I got to clean off the little tweezers here. Because you only want like a tiny, tiny bit. I'm going to put it right over the nose. You could have colored this beacon. You could have made it yellow. You could have made it whatever. Could have colored it in with markers. I just decided to do it right there like that. Now, one more thing I got to do before I add the wing on is I'm going to take the black and I'm going to add some cute little eyes on here. I'm going to stamp it up. And I'm going to add the eyes. There we go. I think it's so cute. They got the little, they're closed, like he's sleeping. And then I'm going to take a dimensional. I'm going to take a big dimensional and I'm going to put it right on the back of the wing. Sorry if I'm out of camera again. I think I'm going to get off this little board. I'm going to have to throw that board away. I don't want to have it. And then I'm going to put this wing right there, like that. And now we're going to add a little glue to the back of this. Just like that. And I want to make sure I'm going to have this one here. And I just kind of put it there as like a guide. And then oh, and it moved on me. It stuck to my finger. So let's do this again. There we go. I'm going to stick that down. And then I went and I used the Pool Party. And you can do this ahead of time, but I like the little shadow that it gave around my bird after I had done this. So this is how I did it. So I'm just showing you exactly how I ended up putting this on here. And I just kind of went in a little bit farther on the sides because I wasn't 100% sure where I like the little shadow after I put this piece down that it will leave around the bird, the little bit of white. So that's why I did that. And I'm going to put this here. Make sure I stay in focus or in the camera. And then I just kind of tucked this up underneath the wing a little bit and just kind of centered it so it looked like it was on the right on the under the bird was sitting in the nest. Now here's a little tricky part. You got to put this down and you only want glue so at a diagonal angle from it. So I kind of put like my one finger here and I took my tape runner and I just kind of went at an angle, and if I get too much I'll have to take it off with the adhesive remover thing. And then I put this down and I put it right in the center down there. Now I'm going to look and see if I have any, and I don't, so I did good. So that's just the only tricky part, is just making sure you have it on this half. Now we're going to take and we're going to cut the a little birdie told me. I'm going to trim it down just a little bit, and I think I'm going to trim it this way too. There we go. And I'm just going to attach this right here to this bottom piece. And now in order to make this card to stay up like the other one, we need a little stopper. Like in here, there's that little, I put little music notes so it could sit up. So in this set, there comes a little set of music notes. So I took the blue again, the dark blue, the Starling Sky, and I stamped the little music notes. And then I am going to cut them out, fussy cut them. Well, I didn't really fussy cut them. I just kind of, I don't know, I made like a little shape. I just went around them like I always do, guys, with my words and stuff. I just wanted a little shape, but I just needed something little enough. And then I'm going to take my mini dimensionals, and I think I used 2 on this one. I did. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to put the little music notes right above the saying. So it says it's your special day. So like that. Then I took these wave stones, rhinestones. If you were not able to get these because you didn't order them, you can take regular rhinestones and take the blending pens, and you can add you can color them. I'm sorry, I was trying to figure out, I was looking to see where did I put all these rhinestones. I put one on the little music note, or the little sign that says a little birdie told me, and then I put one up here in the little circle, and then I put one right down here by the little leaf, so it kind of gives you a triangle, so you're kind of, your eye is following the little circle thingies, or the little gems. But as I was telling you, you can color these gems if you were not able to get this little bundle of waves or missed out on it. Then you can color them, and then you'll have the same colors that I have also. So that is the card. I hope you guys enjoyed, and it lays down flat. So when they receive it, they can sit it up and look at it all the time. And you could actually write over in here. If you didn't want to add this extra flower, you could write over in there, or you could always add an extra card thing to the back, and you could write on the back of the card. So I just think this is really cute. And so that's the card. That's what the card I did. So make sure you leave a comment in the description box below, and you will have a chance at winning this card. So that's my card for today, everybody. And I hope you're having a wonderful week. And I will chat with you guys all soon. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Bye-bye.